Okay, can we hear? Yes, we got it now. Hey! Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay. So, we are hopefully on the last night of... So, right now we are going to be finishing up the hog quest. And I need to craft the Magnum Browbeater for the tall pig. So, Grimoire is... Okay, so we gotta make a big stick, and I need some more iron nails. Okay. The one thing I didn't do is get more iron nails. The bushes, or they're in the cobblestone? Hoping the bushes. Okay, they're in the bushes. Okay, we need to find one more bush. One more bush. One more bush. Here, bushy, 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 bushy. Oh, wait. Nope. Of course they're not in there. Just need one more bush. Okay, now I can make that. What the heck is going on with OBS? Hey. I apologize, I do not know what's going on with OBS tonight. It keeps trying to reconnect, so I apologize for that. Hopefully you guys are not too far behind. No. Okay, so now I should be able to make that. Nope, one more. Okay. Can I make it now? I can make it now. Good. How is my line quality? It's OBS that's keeps reconnecting. Because everything looks good on my end. It's for some reason it's been doing this to a lot of people today. So stream health. It says stream is healthy. OBS is just wanting to disconnect and reconnect. Let me try something here real quick. One quick thing here. There we go. I just put me on the landline, so hopefully that should help out a little bit. To err as human, to really follow things up requires a computer. Let's say on it. Okay. The old beaten stick has served me well these long years, but if she gets an upgrade, then why shouldn't I? So give him the browbeater. The sow takes a few test swings with her new cudgel, making you duck for safety. Aha, now that's more like it. Solid build for perfect balance. You won't be needing that cracked old stick anymore. I'll just take it off your hands. Huh? Sure, whatever. It's as good as firewood now. She ignores you and goes looking for pine cones or small animals to take a swing at. Take that. Feed that. Return to the cooking pit. There's Ghost Dude, and there's the fire pit. 1 down, 2 to go. For this feast to go off without a hitch, I'll need to gather something important from each swinish middle sister. You chop up the well-weathered cudgel into bite-sized pieces and offer them to the small effigy. No time gobbling up the bits of wood and crunching them into splinters. Satisfied with its second meal of sticks, the stimulated pig rumbles and once again grows in size. This ham is almost ready for you. It just needs one more helping of soul food. Something special for that brutish butcher will be the last. I need the pig's whetstone. Okay, so we talked to the big eldest sister. You see the enormous swine hacking apart a haunch of meat with a cleaver. Its dull and chipped blade has clearly seen better days. She sneezes heavily before wiping a glob of snot with the back of her hand. You again? What do you need now? As your dutiful employee, I've been taking it upon myself to improve your meat business. That whetstone of yours looks like it's not doing a great job of keeping your tools sharp. She raises an slab of grindstone sitting on the countertop. Huh, I suppose it might be time to replace the old girl. Of how much more brutal you could be with a brand new sharpener. So I need a Maggie Sharp XL. Okay, so we're gonna leave. Okay, what do I need to make the... Okay, I got everything except the lucky strop, and I've got everything I need to make that. Good. I can make that. Okay, give him the thing. The sow slowly grinds the blade of her cleaver across the new whetstone, sending flecks of rust flying. She plucks a hair from her own chin and tests the keenness of the edge of the by splitting it in half. Salem, what are you doing? Sorry. My cat was being silly. Ho ho, not bad at all. Go on, take this old stone and throw it in the trash bin. Be able to finish this one. This ham is okay. Give him the whetstone. You toss the old brick into the maw and it cracks its dust within moments. With the final meal, simulacrum swells to monstrous proportions. And I forgot to. So please bear with me. I need to do something here real quick. Okay. A rattling laugh chills your bones as the old man's spirit looks upon your work. Haha, what a proper beggar's feast this is. I thank you for the kind gesture, but I still don't see how this will bring justice for those wretched swine. Just you wait, I have to fire up the barbecue first. Oh, crap. I have cinderbox. There's 7 of them. Okay, I think I need to grab one. striking a spark into the pit. Hey, Rich! Welcome to the stream. You set the tinder alight. You take a step back, watching the orange flames leap high into the air. The porcine effigy blackens as you tend to the fire and fuss over the coals. A succulent aroma begins to waft on the wind. The old man licks his translucent lips hungrily. I swear, I can almost smell a delicious roast. Ah, if only it were real. Over the sound of the crackling logs, you hear a crowd of footsteps come padding down the road towards the cooking pit. Over here, I knew I smelled something good. It's the others, my friends. You've come back. Eee, a ghost. No, wait, is that old man McGraw? Say it ain't so, old-timer. When you never showed up for the morning head count, we all feared the worst. It's true, I ended up as pig food. Can you believe that? I worried you all would face the same fate as me. However, did you escape the hog farm? It was the strangest thing. The swine sisters started complaining about the weather being too hot, even though it's pretty chilly if you ask me. All of a sudden, they bolted out into the woods, squealing all the way. They left the gate wide open and everything. Then we smelled something delightful in the breeze and couldn't resist. It's been so long since we've had anything other than pig slop. Gosh, that smells so good. Is that barbecue? Where did you get all that food? So how are you doing today, Rich? In place of the bricks, sacks of straw and porcine effigy has split into a mountain of delectable sizzling meats. Ham, sausage, bacon, it all looks so delicious. What a wonder. It truly is a feast. Thank you. Happy Pride Month to you as well. What did I tell you? Enjoy yourself for a little while longer and be at peace. The serving crowd happily helps themselves to the feast, cheering, laughing, and praising the old ghost's name. You see something twinkle amongst the cooling coals of the cooking pit. Warm to the touch, you pick out a piece of greasy gristle from the snoot. On closer inspection, it appears to be 3 separate chunks. 1 fat piece, 1 long piece, and 1 small piece. The souls of the pig. Okay, so we have the hog quest completed. Normally I normally only stream for 2 hours, but today I am going to stream until I finish. Okay, so we have the stag in the mountain and wolf in the village. So we're gonna go do the wolf, because that's one that's... I just want to get that one done and over with. So tonight will be the last night we're streaming Wytchwood, because I'm gonna finish the game come heck or high water today. Nope, that's the docks. And then next week I'm going to download, hopefully I'm going to be able to download the demo for Dinkum and start playing that next. See if that's going to be something you guys want to watch on the stream. Okay, so I'm going to go find... Oh, talk about Daisy. Who does the barkeeper think he is? Dang nabbit. What do you mean? Too young for the tavern. I'm plenty big enough to go in there. Hello there, child. What are you so perplexed about? Child? I'm no child. I'm a fierce, full-muscled man. He puffs out his tiny chest proudly. Just so I don't get any... Yep. Oh, that must explain the little patch of fuzz on your chin there. His cheek flushed red in embarrassment as he tries to reassert his dominant facade. Hey, it's rude to stare. Anyway, I just shaved. I knew I should have let my beard grow out more. The crotchety old barkeep says I look too young to go into the tavern. What business do you have in a dang place like that? A lad like you shouldn't be wasting his allowance on ale. I'm not wasting my... Oh, I don't get an allowance. I'm a brave hunter. Or at least I will be as soon as I catch my first quarry. And what exactly are you hunting? Only the biggest, baddest beast of them all. The wolf. Do you know how many houses he's blown down? Not to mention all the missing maidens? Missing maidens, you say? Everyone knows that treacherous dog has a sweet tooth for pretty damsel. He lures them out into the dark wood so he can gobble them up. The town guard's too scared to help, so it's up to me to put a stop to his terror. And he's inside the tavern. Right now. A shame there's no miners allowed. Let me have a look at this feral fellow and see if he's as bad as you claim. Well, I guess I'll just post here until he comes out. Then I'll give him a taste of my blunderbuss. Okay, go in here. Okay, speak to the wolf in the tavern. You find the wolf looming over a frightened-looking barmaid. Come on, Red, why don't you join me for a midnight snack? I already told you, I can't. I've got work to do. I'm sure your boss won't mind one bit. Don't make me beg now. Please, I really have to get back to work. But you're just so delectable. A real feast for the eyes. You accidentally tread on the wolf's tail. Oh, excuse me, sir. He jumps with a yelp and spins to face you angrily. Yeah, watch where you're stepping, you old hag. Terribly sorry, I couldn't tell you apart from the dirty rug on the floor. He bares his fangs at you menacingly. What did you say to me? While the wolf is distracted, the young maiden slips away and disappears into the gloom of the tavern. Ah, now look what you've done. Where'd she go? He shoves his way past you to go prowling around the bar. Huh. The huntsman's tales ring true. I better find where the barmaid got to before she becomes dinner. Okay. Yep, there she is. Wait, first things first. Do we have any... chest? No, okay, no chest out there, so that's good. You see the maid's red head poking out from behind the wooden barrel. Oh, it's just you. Thanks for helping me out back there. I was getting a little cramped. It's hard enough serving meat all day, but to have to deal with that slavering wolf too? He does seem like a relentless type. Are you alright? Just a bit rattled. I was ready to smash a tray over his snout if he got any closer. But I'm sure that would have landed me in the hot water with my boss. The wolf's turning over every table and bar stool, trying to sniff you out. Great! I guess I'll just hide back here and, reorganize the storeroom or something. I admire your sense of self-preservation, but maybe there's a more permanent solution to this problem. I know a young huntsman looking to prove himself. Perhaps we can lure the wolf outside and deal with him there. Sure, but how? You can count me out as bait, because I'm done being dog food. I doubt that Mutt can see very well in a dingy place. I might be able to fashion a convincing enough likeness to trick him. You eye a nearby coat rack. That ought to make a good starting place. Well, whatever you're gonna do, do it fast. I'm losing out on tips. The old coat rack ought to serve as a solid frame. You won't need much to fool the wolf, but the enchantment will take a special touch. I need a key to my heart, a sewing kit, and a protective talisman. Okay. So, I need that, and I've got oops, I need one more black rose. But before I do that, what do I need for the protective talisman? Okay, I got good. Magic paste, so I got that. What else do I need? Sewing kit? Who? So I gotta go to the swamp, and where? Oh, shoot, where else do I need to go? The graveyard. Okay, swamp and the graveyard. I think I'm gonna go to the swamp first. Get some stuff to make the sewing kit. And then I'll head over to the graveyard. Okay, got that. So now let's go to the graveyard. Okay. Go back to the village. You won't need much. Okay. You tap the key and hear a lovely tone. This will power the puppet's heart and give it a romantic allure. You take stock of the bits and bobs needed for the sewing together convincing physique. There should be enough spare rags in the storeroom for ample stuffing. If this is to survive an attempt on the wolf, it will need the magical assistance it can get. You place the last stitch against the mannequin doll's light smile. Its plump head hangs against the coat rack, no livelier than a reed in the wind. Are you sure this will work? I know the wolf doesn't have the keenest eyes, but he's no fool either. You grin underneath the cauldron and extend a gnarled finger towards the red hood hanging on the cloak rack. It will work just fine, my dear. A hound relies on his scent of smell more than anything else. This spare cloak of yours will complete the illusion. You throw a hood over the puppet's form and under a dark curse beneath your breath. A great tremor passes through the building, shaking its foundation and making the light flicker. An eerie light fills the room, illuminating the puppet's body. Its head cocks ever so slightly to hold you in an unsettled gaze. It's alive. Take the puppet. I had better deploy this puppet out of the wolf's sight. This back room should do fine. And I'll simply walk it over to the salivating carnivore and strike up a conversation. Okay, there's the wolf. You guide the puppet on its invisible strings and bump into the wolf. Well, 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 look who's come back. I knew you couldn't hide from me forever. You contort the puppet in a flirtatious twist and blow a kiss from the doll's stitched lips. What do you say you and me get out of this stinking tavern, eh? I'll take you up to my place, let you simmer in the moonlight. You do your best to make the puppet flutter its eyelashes seductively, but the lids get stuck halfway. Thankfully, the wolf is paying too much attention to his hunger to notice. Don't be shy now. I'll show you the night of your life. It'll be a real treat, I promise. The wolf caresses the doll's burlap cheek with a clawed finger, grinning from ear to ear. The puppet returns his affections with a vacant, button-eyed stare. I just gotta go get a few things prepared. Meet me at my cabin in the dark wood, just north of the swamp. It's a very dangerous road, so don't think about running off. But don't worry, I'll be watching you every step of the way. You know, to make sure you're safe. He licks his chops enthusiastically. Lashing his bushy tail back and forth, the wolf struts out of the tavern as if he's won 1,000 gold coins. You pilot the doll back to the storeroom, and it collapses into a bundle at your feet, ready for its next assignment. You did it! That wolf finally out of my hair. Thank you so much. Maybe now I can finally get some work done around here. Huh. But I didn't hear a gunshot from our brave huntsman. I best go see if his ambush went awry. Take care, my dear. Don't let the dogs keep you down. You're gonna go speak to the huntsman outside the tavern because he failed to do his job. Young Hunter is practically shaking in his boots when you find him outside the tavern. I couldn't do it. I brought that wolf right to you and you chickened out? What kind of hunter are you? Did you see him? He's huge and hairy. He gave one look to my little blunderbuss and howled with laughter. How am I ever supposed to scratch that monster with this puny pop gun? Sounds like you need some better ammo. As I recall, wolves have a particular distaste for silver. By Abraham's beard, you're right. What I need is a silver bullet. Okay, so now I gotta make a silver bullet. It'll take some cooking, but it can be done. Okay, so what do I need for a silver bullet? I need alchemy alloy, a melting pot, and a moonlight globe. Let's start with the melting pot. So I need to get some red feathers. Okay. Not what I wanted to do. I gotta get some silver fox fur and a puzzle box, which I need 2 of those for. Okay, let's first start with getting I got 1. Okay, I need 1 more. I just need 1 more bush. There it is. Okay. You can get away from me. Thank you. I can make that. I just need... head to the mountain and get a silver fox fur. Make that. I can make that. No, okay. I made 5 snow stairs earlier. Yeah, I got enough to make that. I got that. Now I should have enough for the alloy. And what do I need left for the bullet? Okay, I need to find some red birds, which are up in this mountain area. Let me know how let me know how the sound is, if it's too loud or if you can barely hear it, because I know I have problems with my... I should have... I think I needed that moonlight thing. Yeah. And I need a glitter bomb. Got enough for the glitter bomb. Got enough for that. And now I have enough for the bullet. Good. Okay. So back to the village. Ah. By Abraham. Okay, there we go. Silver bullet. This is perfect. That wolf won't know what hit him. I'll meet you at the dark wood, and we'll put an end to his terror once and for all. With bullet and blunderbuss in hand, the huntsman jogs off down the road towards the swamp. I sure hope he finds his bravery along the way, or it won't matter what sort of slugs he's slinging. Travel to the dark wood north of the swamp, so I think we have to go to the swamp. Okay, hold on 1 second. I am going to do a BRB here real quick. My husband needs to talk to me. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Hubby needed to ask me how he's at the store to pick some stuff up, and he needed to ask me something, so sorry about that. I have to pick some stuff up, so go through here. I'm guessing into the dark wood. And now all I've got the song Into the Woods stuck in my head. You find yourself looking down the gaping mouth of a gun muzzle. Who's there? Show yourself! Don't you point that thing at me! Oh, yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. It's just so darn dark here. I can hardly see my own shadow. Why do you think they call it the dark wood? Keep your head on your shoulders, lad. We've got a big bad wolf to bring down. Right. I'm totally not afraid of a vicious 7-foot-tall killer who makes his home in the forest as black as night. You need to concentrate on the task at hand. We only have one silver bullet, and if that wolf catches even the smallest whiff of our plan, it's curtains for us. No pressure. So what exactly is the plan? The wolf is waiting in his cabin. I'll sneak up and lure him to you with my puppet, just as I did at the tavern. Meanwhile, you find a good hiding spot and ready your gun. And this time I won't wimp out. I've got a silver bullet. So, do you know which way the wolf's cabin? I can't really make out a path or anything. Let me worry about that. You just get yourself ready. And remember, don't miss. Okay. How the heck do I get to the cabin? Do I just keep walking until I can't walk no more? You squeeze through the gap in the trees and duck under claw-like branches, but you somehow manage to end up where you started. Bah! I'll never make head nor tail of these pathways. Perhaps I should ask somebody with a bird's eye view. A keen-eyed owl inspects you from its roost. Woo! 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 Well, hoo-hoo to you two! I wonder what it is you're trying to say. Inspect Avian Lexicon. Okay. I need to get a pigeon speak. Okay, so to you too. Yes, I'm talking to my game. So back to this mountains for 2 bird feathers, and then down to the village for a pigeon. Let's go do the mountain first. Kind of makes me wonder how slow I... Okay, so... Okay, I need to go get the pigeon. Go back to the village. See if we can find the pigeon there. Let's see if I can find the stupid pigeon. Okay, so let's get back to the swamp. Hey, kitty, 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 kitties! Hey, Nyla, welcome in! I am hopefully going to be finishing this game tonight. Because I want to try Dinkum. Guffy has made it look so much fun, I want to at least give it a try, if nothing else. Okay, let's get back. Nope. Little bastard. I have a feeling I'm gonna need to write stuff down here in a second. How are you doing tonight, Nyla? Having a good night, I hope? Red on red would not work. Put your black pen out. Red pen and red paper is not going to be the easiest to read. Doing good, just resting. Good. You wave your linguistic scroll at the owl, magic quill at the ready. Well? I went to the mall today, it was exhausting. Did you find your dress? Hoo hoo hoo. The quill scribbles across the parchment of its own accord, translating the owl's hoots into something more understandable. Walk warily, neighbor. Exploration seldom escapes notice. What does that even mean? I thought owls were supposed to be wise. You squeeze through the... Okay, and you end up right back at you're at... Ah! Okay! So we're gonna go. Sadly, it's not a pineapple dress, but new dress successfully acquired. Yay! West. West. North. North. East. South. East. North. Okay. So west. Into this fork. Go west again. We're gonna go north. North. east, south, east, and north. That must be the wolf's cabin up ahead. He's expecting Little Red to come knocking, so I'll need to use the puppet to lure him into the huntsman's ambush. You puppet the Red Hood doll to the door of the wolf's rickety cabin. An evil light glows from within, casting eerie shadows on the ground. You lift the puppet's head to peep through the window, spotting chewed bones and torn rags littering the floor, but no sign of the wolf. Suddenly, yellow eyes stab out of the shadow. There you are, my delectable little pork chop. I was just beginning to think you'd forgotten about me. Through the strings of the puppet, a chill runs down your spine as your animal instincts can't help but scream one thing. Run! Oh, wait. Referring to hunt under the cover of darkness, Wolf pauses to snuff out a glimmering wisp. You'll need to use these wisps to your advantage if you hope to outrun the wolf. Ah. Yeah, start again. So we got past that one. So I need to find the lights. And follow the lights. And this is the nerve-wracking part. Is staying ahead of him. So I'm not going to be able to look at chat for just a few minutes. This part always gives me anxiety. Oh good, I made it. At your command, the puppet comes to a halt at the center of the moonlight clearing. The wolf bursts out of the shadows, gripped by ferocious rage. Ha ha ha! There's no place left to hide, little piggy. You're mine now. Baring his fangs, the wolf pounces into the air with tremendous force. The sound of thunder roars loudly from across the clearing. Crows scatter into the night, and the dark wood falls silent. Blinking in disbelief, the wolf staggers to a stop. He glances down at his chest, where the crimson spot blossoms out onto his vest. Yay, I think I did it! I think I did it! He's a hard one. That running always makes me very anxious. The huntsman reveals himself from the bushes, holding his smoking weapon anxiously. You shot me! The beast crashes onto the ground, exhaling his final breath, his glassy eyes transfixed on the full moon high above. Hesitantly, the huntsman boggles at the wolf before a triumphant grin crosses his face. I did it! I actually did it! I defeated the wolf! Don't forget that you had some help, kid. This villain won't hunt any longer, and that's what really matters. As the huntsman strikes a courageous pose atop his trophy, something pearly white falls from the wolf's mouth. Collect the soul of the wolf. You pick up a glistening fang broken by the wolf's fall. From deep inside the bloodied tooth, you can faintly hear the whimpering of a dog. The soul of the wolf. Okay, so we got the wolf completed. Now we are going to go to the mountain to do the last soul. I am so excited about this. Okay. I think you got all the ingredients you need, so. Do 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 do. And there's... Thought I saw him down there earlier. The stag. Stay back, spirit. I have nothing you want. Keep your wits about you, boy. I'm just an old woman. Oh, so you are. My apologies. One can never be too careful traveling about the mountainside. Plenty of tricksters like to disguise themselves and play pranks on me. I mean no disrespect. None taken. What are you doing out in the cold anyways? I've come to collect ice berries for my brother's coronation. He's going to be crowned king of the whole realm today. King? According to whom? Well, according to him, I suppose. He is the eldest after all. He says it's his destiny. Some days, I'm not so sure though. I feel like I should be doing more than just tending the castle gardens. So he gets to be king and you get to pick berries till your fingers fall off? It's not so bad. I like the crisp air and fresh snow. There's something magical about wilderness. But listen to me prattle on. I still need to collect the ice berries my brother requested. He's very particular when it comes to, well, anything, really. A job shared is done twice as quickly. Let me help you before the frost bites. Why, thank you. I'm getting a bit chilly. I only need a few more ice berries. Okay. Finding, yep, got the ice berries. Just look at the wonderful bounty you've gathered. He gladly takes the berries from you and places them in his pack. It was no problem at all. The stroll through the brisk air was quite refreshing. If only my brother cared as much for the beauty of this place. He's always been content staying amidst the nobles of his court. I should like to meet this brother of yours. He sounds like quite the ruler. Well, why didn't you say so? I'd be happy to invite you into the castle. The buck slips his arm out towards you in a gentlemanly fashion. You take it with your gnarled claws and nod. Let's be off then, shall we? Okay. The prince isn't accepting peasant complaints. Scat, you old crow. How dare you speak to my guest with that tone? Apologies, sir. I didn't know she was your guest. Don't apologize to me. I'm not the one you disrespected. I'm sorry, miss. What I meant to say was, welcome to the court of the magnificent and benevolent stag. Louder and with more pomp, please. I hereby welcome the lady of, the swamp. The lady of the swamp, to celebrate with us on this most auspicious day, the bequeathing of the kingdom to he whose antlers reach the hithermost clouds and shine with justice, and that will do just fine. Carry on guarding. Right. The buck turns to you and nods to his pack. I've got to prepare these berries for the ceremony and do some final pruning in the hedge maze. I'll meet you inside. Okay. So what is our next quest? Speak with the stag in his mountain castle. Sitting upon his lofty throne, a prince looms over his court nobles. Not too many tiny cakes, they can't outnumber the tarts. And where is my useless brother with those berries? Everything must be perfect for my coronation. I think I saw him slick off to the garden, sire, no doubt shirking his royal duties once again. In great do ever so much for the little rascal, and he doesn't even bother to show me the respects I deserve. I should have had him exiled a long time ago, if only he weren't my brother. A fantastic idea, Your Grace. He will be shown the door as soon as the ceremony is concluded, I assure you. Ha! My days of sharing the throne with that dandelion are almost over. It is best he lives out his days on the mountain. Lord knows that's where he belongs. The stag's eyes narrow suspiciously at a cluster of nobles. Speaking of my brother, have you three taken care of the statue in the hedge maze? Oh, yes, Your Majesty. Just as you requested. Don't worry yourself, my lord. The nobles exchange hurried whispers, but you can't hear them clearly. I wonder what all the fuss is to do with a measly statue. Something doesn't feel right. Perhaps I ought to take a look at it myself. Okay, where is the maze? Is it over here? Yes, it is. I spot a chest. Not there. Not there. Is it up here? Nope. I love mazes. Not. Okay. And there we go. At the foot of the marble statue is a cracked and weather-beaten plaque. You wipe the snow from the grave slab and find large chunks have been hewn away from it. Only few words are eligible. Stag, rightful heir and ruler, revealed. The choice of words is quite convenient for our royal aspirant. I wonder what the rest of the story has to say about the matter. You pick a tuft of colorful fur caught on the statue's raised hoof. It looks like to be a very expensive piece of clothing. The nobles of the court seem to have nothing but time on their hands. Perhaps some of them know the secrets of the statue. So I need to find the 3 black pieces. Okay. Interrogate the nobles of the court. Now let's see if I can find a way out of here. Okay. Who invited her? We're really living in the best of times. Truth serum. Okay. I think I need to make some more of these. Okay, gotta go down to the fields. First things first, where's the door? So, Nyla, what does the dress look like? Where is... Where is it? I'm hoping I only need one truth serum. You stick the syringe into a plump macaron and offer it to the nearest nobleman on a silver platter. He pops it in his mouth without even looking at you. A broken plaque in the hedge maze. Would you happen to know anything about it? The noble's eyes flutter and they speak as if conversing with themselves. Can you believe the audacity of the stag? He broke it. He should have been the one disposing of the pieces. Well, I couldn't be bothered to do such menial labor. Can you imagine? So anyways, I just tossed my piece into the southeast corner of the maze. Next time, he should get some servants to do his dirty work. You snap your fingers at the noble. They sneer at you for a moment before returning to their wine as if nothing happened. You slather a cracker of liver pate and drizzle some scintillating serum over the top of it. Soon enough, a nobleman licked his lips and indulged himself. What do you know about the statue in the hedge maze? The nobleman scratches his chin absent-mindedly. Oh, you mean the one the stag smashed up? I'm not really supposed to talk about it, but he told me to get rid of some chunk of marble. Terribly heavy thing. Anyways, I just left it behind one of those wooden benches in the maze. Did you really expect me to lug it all the way out of the castle? You snap your fingers at the noble, and the noble immediately goes back to snacking as if nothing had happened. Okay. Apparently I still need one more serum. That means I gotta go back and get one more crowfoot. Thankfully I don't have to go very far in this. Knew I should have gotten both of those. Okay, now I should be able to go back to there. Hey, hon. Okay, why is it concerned that I'm gonna go here? A noblewoman snaps her fingers as you pass by. You there, freshen up my wine. Nodding politely, you dip your syringe into her glass and squeeze out a good amount of purple liquid. She sips it with her nose high in the air. There's a broken plaque in the hedge maze. What do you know about it? The plaque? It's the last time I help out the stag, I'll tell you that much. He was whining about a prophecy of some such nonsense. Told me to get rid of the piece of the plaque for him. I tore my finest winter muff trying to get to grips with the damnable thing, so I left it under the big tree in the middle of the hedge maze. You snap your fingers and the noble woman makes a disappointed frown. She pulls up her collar in a huff and rejoins the party as if nothing happened. Okay, so we're gonna go to the southeast corner, and then we're gonna look. We're gonna first let's see if we can find the benches in the maze. Just as described, a piece of the plaque seems to have been kicked under the bench and forgotten. Okay, so we got that one. So we're gonna go to the southeast corner of the maze. It's over here, if I'm not mistaken. Buried beneath a heaping of snow, you finally manage to find the hunk of stone. Take that one, and now we go for the tree in the center of the maze. Oh, there it is. Wedged under the tree's forking roots lies a jagged piece of stone. That looks like the last piece of the plaque. I'll have to reassemble them at the stag statue if I want to make sense of this. Okay, so let's find the statue. Wrong way. The nobles of the court seem to have nothing but time on their hands. You snap the broken chunks of marble back into place. Despite some marring on the surface, you can read the plaque quite clearly. The Buck and the Stag, a tale of two princes. Only one destined to be rightful the heir and ruler. The king will be revealed by the touch of the truest crystal flower. It looks like the stag is trying to cut his brother out of his birthright. I wonder what's the business with the crystal flower. The buck knows his way around the garden. Perhaps he'll have some idea. Okay. Flicking his ears, the young gardener puts his pruning shears down at your approach. Hello again. Lovely day for a walk in a hedge maze. Granted you don't get lost. Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about a crystal flower, would you? Crystal flower? Why, they're very rare. It's said they only grow in a cave at the highest peak of the mountain. According to legend, the truth of one's heart is refracted in the facets of each frosted petal. Why do you ask? Oh, no reason. I just thought one might make a nice gift for your brother's big day. Hey, you're right. That's a brilliant idea. What better gift from the court gardener than a beautiful crystal flower? Oh, but the trek of the mountain is perilous. I don't know if I have what it takes. Nonsense. I was heading up that ways anyways. You can just stay close behind. Really? You'd help? Hey, Lavender! Welcome to the stream. We're hopefully gonna finish this game tonight. And enjoy your lurk. Alright. What are we waiting for then? Meet me out by the slopes and we'll get underway. Okay, let's first help ourselves to get unlost from this maze. Okay, there's something back there I want. Not sure what it is, but... Oh, it's a twig. Thank you. Okay, so we gotta help the buck ascend the mountain. I think I need to go grab some more berries. Oh no, you do not. Okay, hold on a second. Gotta go back to the main screen. I froze. Okay, I need to heal myself. Okay. Okay, where is this? You know what? I have a map. Okay. You see the buck hiding behind a bush, anxiously watching something up ahead. What's the matter? Did you get cold feet already? Shh! They'll hear you. Look! Through the pine boughs, you can make out figures moving across the snow. They're covered in warm pelts and carry sharp-looking spears. The royal trappers. They keep my brother's court supplied with furs, but they've been out here for so long they'll hunt anything that moves. It would be a shame if those antlers of yours would end up as someone's trophy. Wait here and let me deal with them. Alright, be careful. Okay. Touch of cold. I only have one more recipe to learn. So I need... What's that? I can make that. What else do I need? 2 snowflakes. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to touch you. Yeah, go away. So I get the snowflakes from the snowmen, and they are snares. There we go. Okay, I need one more little snowman. Okay. Get away from me. I need a little snowman dude. Where's the little snowman dude? Hey, Hylian. How you doing tonight? We are on the last soul needed for now. What am I missing? I gotta go back to the forest. Dang it! We are on the last soul for the game. We should be able to finish this up tonight. Knock on wood. Hey, honey! I'm actually doing pretty good today. I've been off caffeine and soda for about a week. So got everything? Yep, got everything. Now I can make that. We got one more thing to craft. And I'm wondering what my husband is listening to. That he's not paying attention to me in chat. Okay. You glance at the bucks hiding safely behind the trees from the far side of the camp. Making a raven's call, you signal for him to join you. The buck picks his way through the frozen trappers. Are, are they going to be okay? Eh, they might catch a case of the sniffles, nothing a warm bowl of soup won't fix. Come along now, we're still a ways from the mountain's peak. I think I know a way up. I'll meet you up ahead. Come join me when you're ready. Let's grab some of there. Before you stands a looming rock face. Not even the most determined climber could hope to scale it. I thought you said you knew a way up to the peak. Well, you see, this is a great geyser. When the air is cold enough, the water erupting from it freezes solid. I thought it might give us something to climb up. You look into the dry crater at the bottom of the sheer cliff. I don't see much erupting happening from down there. It's been dormant for a few seasons now. I kinda hope we'd get lucky. I don't trust any luck that I don't make myself. You take a moment and ponder the situation, eye small geysers nearby, frequently spewing steam up in the frosty air. Okay. I suppose those water spouts all draw from the same underground source. I think you're right. They started popping up shortly after the great geyser fell silent. Then I wager if we plug them up, we'll be able to make the big one blow its top again. Plug them? It's what? You turn your attention to the bleeding mountain ghosts digging for lichen nearby. Those frosty beasts look like they'd be about the right diameter. Maybe I could coax some of them into position. Okay, what do I need to make? Small geysers. Find a goat. Here's the goat. Goat perch. And I need... What else do I need? Okay. Okay, so we need to go to the forest and get some fireflies. Wait, how many fireflies do I need? 2, 4, 6. So about 5 more fireflies. Okay. Let's go work on that one first, and then we'll work on the cobblestones. So as I said earlier in the stream, excuse me, the plan is to finish this today, and then next week we will be playing the demo of Pinkum. I think that's all I'm gonna need from there. We can make I'm gonna see something. I'm hoping I only need one. Okay, no stones over there. Two more. Okay. Okay, let's try to do this without having to come back and get 16 more. So I should have my schedule for next week out on Wednesday. I mean, on Saturday of this week. I am hoping I won't have to cancel Wednesday's stream. And the only reason I would have to cancel Wednesday's stream is if Salem's not feeling too hot after his surgery. But by Wednesday, he should be back to eating normally. And for anybody who hasn't read the post on my thing, Salem is having dental work done. Okay. How am I supposed to... Okay, let's try this. Okay, yay, I could do it with just the one. Sweet. Went too far, okay. Okay, let's find the last goat. With the plump bodies of the braying goats clogging up the small geyser, the earth beneath your feet begins to grumble. The mountain goat's eyes go wide as the pressure builds beneath them. With no other outlet, the steam rushes towards the only opening left. With a deafening boom, the long dormant geyser erupts, sending a great sphere of water high into the air. As the deluge reaches its apex, ice crystals begin to form in the mist, twinkling as they hang in the air. Bit by bit, they begin to build on each other, forming larger and larger crystals, until it forms a great column of ice rising all the way up towards the mountain peak. Ah, I can't believe it worked! The last one atop is a spotted fawn! Those poor goats. You stand at the mountain's peak, buffeted by wind and snow. Now then, where's this crystal cave you spoke of? I'm not sure. I think it should be just up ahead, but in this blizzard I can hardly see my own nose. The buck jumps behind you, pointing into the frigid fog. Wait, what was that? You squint into the galing winds, unable to see anything but white. Probably just another mountain goat. I wouldn't be so sure. When I was little, my brother told me stories of snowkin who lived up here. He said if I ever went up to the mountain, the snowkin would blow a great blizzard down on me. He said they'd turn me around and give me false directions until I got lost and froze solid. Sounds to me like these snowkins might be some kind of guardian spirits. And if they're aiming to keep people away from something, then surely they'll know where the something is. I've a notion to find our way as they do, but it will take a considerable quantity of their essence. That sounds dangerous. I'll just stay put then. I know better than to wander blind in a snowstorm. Okay. I need a melting pot. Bugger. Wait, how many of these do I have? I have 4 of those. 20, so I need 2, 4, 6 of the birds. Okay. Okay, let's go find some birds. Any birds over here? Nope, of course not. Okay, let's find 6 birds. For the blackbirds, we need red birds. Here's two. Okay. Leave me alone, but doggy, leave me alone. Hopefully I won't have to come back down the mountain again. And now I've got the song Blackbird stuck in my head. That's better than having Dug-a-Doo stuck in my head. Oh goody, the goats got out. Okay. Okay. I got the... Now what am I supposed to do? I got the 3 hearts. Collect the Snowkin's hearts. Now what? Okay. See if I can find my way back to this buck. Okay, here we go. Look, see how the snow swirls in the strange directions? Maybe the Snowkins know the path. Give him the hearts. You pile the mythical snow at the buck's feet and shield it from the howling winds. The flakes drift in the air like icy glitter. Oh, come on then. I'm getting chilly. You prod the snowdrift with a muttered invocation. Despite the chaotic storm, the snow crystals swirl into an icy ribbon and slowly trace a line up to the mountain's peak. There it goes. That must be the way to the crystal cave. He takes off after the trail like a shot. You hike up your skirt and do your best to keep up in the dense snow. Shall we? His face falls as you arrive at another sheer cliff. I don't understand. The snow stops here, but there isn't anything more than rocks. Did the snowkin mislead us? Are we lost? I don't want to freeze solid. This is no dead end. Look. He gestured to the cliff where the eddies and swirls snow eddies of swirling snow quickly gather. Within moments, the entire wall of rock is buried under fresh white powder. You reach out a clawed finger and touch the pure snow. It melts away, revealing a glittering opening in the stone. The crystal cave! You did it! Let's go in before we freeze to death. I'm certain the crystal flower must be inside. Yeah, don't ask what accent that is. I don't know. It's just whatever comes out of my mouth. Oh dear, look at all these flowers. I didn't think there'd be so many. I'm going to pick a whole bouquet. You stop the impetuous youth with a quick tug and mutter beneath your breath. Hold on. The prophecy mentioned the one true crystal flower. These other flowers must be a deception meant to trap foolhardy young would-be kings. Prophecy? What are you talking about? I only meant to say that we should find the best single flower for your brother's coronation. Good point. Quality over quantity. Aha, I think I see the right one over there. This is the one. It's perfect. Just look at the refraction of the petals and the frosting on the leaves. Oh, but I see to have forgotten my pruning shears back at the castle. Would you do the honors? I don't want to damage it. You snip the brittle stem of the flower, and carefully not to touch it directly. Prophecies can be nasty stuff to stick your fingers in. The buck holds the flower aloft, inhaling the blossom magical aurora. Wow, this smells like powdered snow on fresh pine trees. The moment is interrupted by shrill cries of aristocrats clamoring against each other. I found them! Over here, my lord! In a rush of colorful fabrics and fancy hats, you find yourself surrounded by nobles. The stag steps out from their midst, looking irate. After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me, brother? The young prince blinks in confusion. What are you doing here? Have I offended you somehow? Usurper, you thought you could slip off when I wasn't looking and steal the crown from me? You think I don't know about the prophecy of the crystal flower? Why does everyone keep talking about a prophecy? I picked this flower as a gift for you, brother. Fool, only the king can choose the true crystal flower, and you are not the king. The stag reaches down at his feet and plucks the closest flower. See? Only I can. The stag never finishes his sentence. His defiant pose forever imprisoned inside solid ice. Oh, my brother, what have you done? You give the mystified buck a reassuring pat on the back as the nobles gather closer. The true king has been revealed indeed. King? You mean me? You are the prince after all, and I suppose that prophecy was pretty clear. Magic flowers are seldom wrong about this sort of thing, and if you tend to your king with the same care you tend to your garden, you'll do just fine. The ring of nobles crowd around the buck. You know, I never cared much for that stag myself. I think a new ruler will shake things up a bit. You excuse yourself as they bow and praise the confused lad. Long live the king! Passing the frozen stag, your eye catches on something sticking out from the permafrost. You reach down and pick out a shard of translucent ice, careful not to cut yourself on the sharp edges. Despite the warmth of your palm, it does not melt. The soul of the stag. Yay! We're gonna finish this! Because that was the last soul I had to get. that I hit? Grabbed it. The souls of the stag, hawk, hogs, and wolf rattle inside your pack like angry insects. That's the last of these villains. Now it's time to put an end to this wretched business with the goat. Actually, you know what? We're gonna take the easy way home. Time to go home. Yay! Chicken feet, licky, you got chicken feet. The goat paws the floor with cloven hoof. You've returned. I was beginning to grow impatient. I would have thought patience to be one of your strong suits, but don't fret. I have brought you the last of the souls. Delicious, are they not? You know what to do. Golden feather. Shimmering sensations of the hawk wash over you, the nib of the quill scratching on parchment, coins clicking, the sharp snap of a closing padlock. Your eyes water at the smell of the hogs, grunting swine and buzzing flies. A cleaver falls onto a wooden block, blood, bone, meat. A chill runs through your fingers as the stag sockets into the wall. Descending laughter schemes in the snow, pride, arrogance, hubris. Your mind sinks into the shadow in the presence of the wolf. Soft footfalls padding through dried leaves, hot breath, big eyes, sharp teeth. The collected souls vibrate with incandescent intensity. They seem to melt into the recesses, boiling away into tiny pinpricks of starlight. Soon nothing remains of them except 12 smoldering scorch marks on the stone wall. Ah, well done. That's that. Our contract is fulfilled. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Hang on. What about your end of the deal? You said you would return my memories to me. Did I? Well, perhaps I misspoke. You never really had any to begin with, my dear. What are you talking about? I just don't remember them. I woke up and met me. Yes, that sounds about right for your very first memory. What? But you told me that I brought this sleeping maiden to you. Then I asked you to save her soul. Oh, what I meant to say is that she came to me. She asked me to save her own soul. But it's so very easy to get confused. You, her, really, what's the difference? Dawning realization creeps over you like ice water. Her life was cut short, whether by the wolf's fangs or the hog's cleaver or under the weight of a dozen other wrongs. I do not know. But in desperation she called out to me, so we struck a deal. I would save her soul in exchange for theirs. 1 for 12. But it's not like I could let her go and collect them herself. She needed to stay here, you see, as insurance. So what then? You created me? Is that it? To collect these souls on her behalf? Well, I should say that she created you. Snipped off a piece of herself to do it. It was all worked out in the contract, of course. And now that contract is fulfilled. Timed out nicely for everyone, I'd say. So if you, by which I mean she, wouldn't ever need to get out of another bind, don't hesitate to give me a shout. Ta-ta for now. The room fills with flash of blinding light. You blink and the goat is gone, leaving only a goat-shaped hole in the world. Slowly, you turn to face the sleeping maiden. You feel sluggish and heavy. You take a strange step forward. The gilded coffin... You take a strange step towards the gilded coffin. Your legs snap like dry twigs and you crumble to the floor. The cauldron is the last thing to fall. It resounds with a hollow clang as it bounces off the ground. You slowly open your eyes and see the vaulted ceiling of the hall. You raise your hand to touch the clear crystal surface of the gilded casket. The glass lid slowly slides open effortlessly, and you swing your legs to sit up. The marble floor is smooth and cold under your bare feet. You stoop down to pick up the familiar metal cauldron. Slowly, memories come back at its touch. Ladies and gentlemen, we have finished Wytchwood. So Saturday we will be playing ACNH. We're going to be finishing up Happy Home Paradise on Hunter's Island of Gallifrey, and then I will be putting the schedule out right after stream. I'll put that schedule out. I'll show it on stream, but next week I'm hoping to have episode 1 of the Asylum Challenge for The Sims out on Sunday, and then Tuesday episode 5 of Sims Crossing, which is an Animal Crossing New Horizons Sims 4 Legacy Challenge. We're going to be finishing up Fauna's aspiration, hopefully, and we're going to hopefully get her into a relationship, married, and ready to have their first kid. And I will let you know right now, I do not play infants and I do not play toddlers. I age them straight up to children. And second gen will hopefully be starting in the next couple of episodes. And then Wednesday we will be playing the demo of Dinkum, and knock on wood that is something we like and will continue doing. I do not think we will be streaming next week Saturday because that is Father's Day weekend, and I'm hoping to be spending some time with my late father. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to end this stream here. And so, first of all, happy Pride to everybody. I hope you guys are having a good Pride so far, and I hope you continue to have a good Pride if you are part of the LGBT community or you are an ally. Right in this world right now, we need as many allies as we can get in this community. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to end the stream now. Again, thank you. Please leave a like if you have not done so already. And please feel free to give that subscribe button a smash with a virtual sledgehammer. And subscribe and turn your notifications on, and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. So thank you guys again, and have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time zone you are in. And thank you for stopping by again. Yeah, I do appreciate every single last one of you, even the lurkers.